Oh, welcome back to another beautiful day on the Finca in sunny southern Spain. There's not a cloud in the sky. Today we've got lots and lots of new subscribers. Thank you very much and welcome to the channel. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what on earth's going on as we seem to flip from thing to thing. So we'd like to give you a bit of a summary and a bit of an update and give you the reasoning why. First of all, we've got 7 current projects on the go. They're all of equal importance. There's nothing one more pressing than another.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably thinking, as I would if I was watching, why don't you finish one job before starting another? And there are various reasons for that. You know, sometimes our bodies are telling us that we need to rest. Andy was on the shelter yesterday and he did a brilliant job. But this morning all his shoulders are aching and hurting, lifting those big panels.
Every panel on your own
on his
as well.
own, you know. So he said this morning when he got up, he said, I can't do that today. And that's fair enough. The same for me with my back. It's been ongoing now for about 3 weeks. I'm having to be careful. So if we can't do one thing, we've got lots of other things that we can be doing. So let's have a look at some of those things.
Well, plus sometimes as well you don't feel like doing something. So we have the beauty, because they're all equally important, we can kind of do what we fancy that day. Yeah, well, before we have a look, the first project isn't really a project. It's number 1. It's the ongoing... The land,
the planting,
because we need to grow our food, which we're trying to do, and maintaining. We've got half an acre, 2,000 square metres, which takes quite a bit of ongoing, constant maintenance. Plus the house needs
general housework
and
still
things
has
like
to be done. Yeah.
So yeah, that's. Although it's not necessarily a project, it's we're going to call it a number 1.
It's part of Finca life.
It's an ongoing project. Oh. And I interject again, we're not doing a very good job with this, are we? We actually bought...
You can tell we're not scripted.
Yeah, we actually, for all the new subscribers and the new viewers, anyone that stumbled across us, we bought a 150-year-old Finca in its original condition. We bought it 2 years ago. We waited a year to get all the necessary permissions so we could start work on it. And over the last 12 months we've been kind of working on it, and over the last few months, since I think it was the beginning of April, that's it, we thought we'd document it all and show it to the world. So that's where we're at. So we'll have a look where we're at. So we're number 1 project, ongoing gardening and things. Number 2 project is, so we're in the bedroom. It's nearly done. We've got the bathrooms already done, so that's not included in today because it's not a project, it's finished. The bedroom here, we're getting there with it. All the ceilings beautifully done, or we think so. The floor's done. All the walls are done, everything's done. The only thing left to do in here is the architrave around the door and the skirting boards. Before I do that, I can put the architrave on, of course, but we're going to build a wardrobe here. And we've had this in for a bit, and it's pretty much perfect for what we need. So I'm going to build a wardrobe around the outside of this and extend it just a little bit, and so we've got some hanging space there, with plenty of room to walk past, which is fantastic. So that's probably going to be the first job to do in here before we start, because obviously the skirting boards are going to come up to the wardrobe, because it's going to be a built-in wardrobe, not a freestanding one. So that's where we're at. This one is nearly finished.
So next door, still in the apartment, this is the next project, quite a huge project actually, and time is against us with this one because at the moment we're living outside. Come another couple of months it's going to be too cold in the evening. This is going to be our living, kitchen and dining area in the apartment, somewhere for us to sit in the evening and eat and relax. So this is sort of quite a big priority really. What have we got to do in here? Well, Andy has started consolidating the walls and the ceiling because they were in such a bad condition. We had massive holes all the way along there. Those of you that have been with us a while will remember that on previous videos. Then we were going to keep these beams, but we have no shortage of beams in the house, and the work involved to clean them all off and then between the beams to patch all this ceiling up to make it good. We just have not got the time. As I say, a couple of months we need to be in here living. So we've decided we're going to put some nice tongue and groove boarding, insulation between, and that'll give us a nice ceiling. Should look pretty smart. Once that's done, then we need to get the floor in. At the moment it's just a rough concrete floor. That's all got to be levelled because nothing in this house is level, and then a nice floor going in here. Once that's done, then we can think about whitewashing the walls, putting in some kind of kitchen, the living area. We thought at first we'd have a kitchen along that back wall. We've now thought it's not going to give us much room for two nice comfy chairs and a dining table, so we're going to make a little corner kitchen. At the end of the day, it's just going to be an apartment, not our main house. Yeah, so lots and lots to do. Hopefully get cracking on that once the donkey goatee shelter is finished. Back in my favourite room. My goodness, I've spent some hours in this room. This is our downstairs toilet. Now, you may be thinking, we've got a perfectly serviceable bathroom, why do we need a downstairs loo? Well, on occasions like yesterday, we had lovely family and friends visiting us, and obviously that's our private apartment up there. We don't really want people using our bathroom, so we needed a loo. So we had absolutely nothing down here. We exposed the stone walls. We had to put a floor down. Andy's had to build a box around the toilet because at one point we just had a loo in the corner of the room. Yeah, it's been a big project for such a small room. I'm still working on the stones, as you probably realise. They need cleaning off nicely before they can be pointed. Ceiling's got to be finished. This has all got to be oiled. The stud wall to my left has got to be finished off with some nice tongue and groove, and then the sink can go in. So yeah, it's a big project for a little room, but it was necessary. We're not just picking jobs out of the air and thinking, oh, we'll do that today. We do have a reason for everything that we're doing at the moment.
So number 5 is this kind of wall here, and the window hasn't got any glass in it. The prevailing wind comes from that direction. I'm shutting that so I'm not a silhouette, and it's lovely in the summer, but it won't be so lovely in the winter. So we're going to get a window fitted in there. Around the door, double glazed French doors with the shutter, but we've still got big gaps here as well, so that obviously needs to be pointed up and sealed in before winter as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it's a hell of a job still. Rest of it can wait, but we're trying just to weather tight it. The next one is the roof. I've done the apartment roof, both sides. I've done the left hand lower bit there, but you can see the upper bit. It's still got plastic on it, which needs replacing. That bit there, the chimney in the living room, the whole lot, even the bodega bit, the workshop bit, that all needs doing. We do get the odd leak in. It's not drastic, so again it's not super urgent because it only rains like 3 times a year. But yeah, that's another one we'll be getting on when it gets cooler, because you don't want to be up there in the boiling sun.
Okay, and the last one is the stable for donkey and goatee. Andy made great progress yesterday. Half the roof is finished now, so we need to get the other half done, and then of course the fencing needs to go in, the gate needs to go on, it all needs creosoting, but we're nearly there, and thank goodness now it's a bit cooler, so once Andy's recovered today, And tomorrow, because we had a day off on Sunday, then I'm sure we'll be back on it on Monday.
So that's where we're up to and where we're currently at. Of course, there's always this, well, a spanner goes in the works. It's not really a spanner. We've got another 6 solar panels coming, kindly donated by the lovely Paul and Anna at Fortuna Logica, Spanish-based solar company based on the Costa Blanca in Spain. We'll put a link to them in the description. Give them a shout if you're after solar. They're going to be going on the workshop roof. Obviously, before I put the panels on the roof, I need to make sure the roof's good. So that's going to be another imminent up and coming. If anyone wants to come and give us a hand, I know we're trying to do it,
but 2 people.
and we're doing it all ourselves. That's the whole, the big idea of it. But as you can see, we've got quite a lot on. And that's just the beginning. We've got the whole place to do. So yeah, so that's potentially going to be number 8 quite soon. So yeah, that's basically where we're at, and we're going to crack on in a minute. Might have a look at the architraving, not sure yet, see what we feel. But yeah, thanks for watching. We hope we brought you up to speed. Hope we've hope it's something you find interesting. And
yeah, and we just thought you might have questions, why are we doing this, why are we doing that, why aren't we concentrating on, so that was the idea behind today's video. So as Andy says, thank you so much for watching, hope you've found it interesting. Any comments, as usual, pop them down there and we'll try and answer them for you.
We won't be back tomorrow because it's Sunday and we're having a day off, so the next one will be on Tuesday. If you're in New Zealand, it'll be a day after.
A day after.
Inez pointed that out. Cheers, mate. Yeah, if you're in the States, obviously you're in front of us, so you'll be earlier than the others.
It's all very confusing.
So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.